the ice. Though the water's deep, I'm gonna toe the line. Oh, living on the edge. Yeah, I'll make these dark skies blue. I'll make these mountains move. Let the rain come down and I'm pushing through. Yeah, 'cause I'm the weatherman. Oh, my thunderstrike. Right out the storm, I'm the weatherman. Oh, my breaking light. Shake up the world, I'm the weatherman. Oh, yeah. I'm the weatherman. I'm the weatherman. Sting of the arrow from Babylon. The weight of the world, but I carried on. Oh, living on the edge. Ha! There ain't no stone gonna pull me down to the bottom of the ocean and break the ground. Oh, still I'm on the edge. Oh, I'll make these dark skies blue. I'll make these mountains move. Let the rain come down and I'm pushing through. Hey, ha! 'Cause I'm the weatherman. My thunderstrike. Right out the storm, I'm the weatherman. Oh, my breaking light. Shake up the world, I'm the weatherman. Oh, yeah. I'm the weatherman. Oh, I'm the weatherman. I'm the weatherman. Oh, hey. 'Cause I'm the weatherman. Oh, my thunderstrike. Right out the storm, I'm right out the storm. Oh, my breaking light. Shake up the world, I'm the weatherman. Shake up the world. I'm the weatherman. Hey, yeah. I'm the weatherman. 'Cause I'm the weatherman. I'm the weatherman.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Well, good morning, chat. I hope the season is treating you well. I'm sorry if I sound a little under the weather. Got a little bit of the sniffles. Apparently alcohol, even though it makes it feel like you're warm. If you lay out there doing snow angels for too long, you can in fact get cold. Things can go terribly for you. Let me just take that banner down. There we go. That's better. You know, I fucking love this time of year. I'm not even all that religious, to be honest with you, but by the time December 1st rolls around, I have an uncontrollable fucking urge to put up Christmas shit. I like all the fucking tacky stuff you can imagine. A tree, lights, little figurines. I have those stupid little plaster houses. I have a little plaster fountain with little people skating around it. It shoots water up in it. It has lights and shit. Just, you walk into the living room and you need a pair of sunglasses. There are too many lights strung up everywhere. The electrical bill is probably quadruple what it should be for any other normal month, but my God, I can't help myself. I fucking love it. I feel festive. I like the time of year. It's a happy, happy time of year, almost to the point where mid-November I'm fighting with myself on, do I want to take this shit out and put it up or not? I almost would. If I could set up right after Halloween, fuck it, I would. But then the neighbors would probably think I was insane. And that probably wouldn't turn out too well for your humble weatherman here. It's approaching, isn't it? That time of year where you have to get together with your family and pretend like you like them. I'm sure you all know what that's like. Going to some relative's house. I'm going to guess the majority of you are going to a parent's house or a grandparent's house. You've got to sit there with that annoying fucking cousin nobody likes. The aunt that drinks too much. The uncle that always fucks your name up. You've got to listen to relatives that used to get along 5 or 6 years ago, but now can't stand each other. You just want them to pass you that gravy boat so you can enjoy your fucking turkey. And they want to have a goddamn war at the table. Oh, everybody, let's bow our head and say grace as they're all grabbing knives and ready to throw down. Yeah, there's nothing more charming than going to a relative's house and having to pretend like you don't fucking hate every moment of it. Where it takes you exactly 10 minutes to eat the food, but 4 hours to fucking wait for it. And that's the nice thing about being an adult compared to a kid. When you go to these occasions, you can get real fucking drunk, and it helps. Pass out on the furniture and just sleep your way until the turkey's ready, or the ham, or whatever you're eating. Whatever meat product is being served up to you by these horrible people that you're related to by blood, but you've got to do it. You can't say no. It's just part of the shit you have to put up with, I suppose. But even with all that aside, what a great, happy, joyous time of year. So I guess I'm just fucking confused, chat. Why on this merry occasion? Why during the happiest month of the year for me? When I'm looking forward to a delicious Christmas dinner. When I'm looking forward to being blinded by my lights. When I'm looking forward to doing snow angels. Would you motherfuckers recommend this shit to me? Oh no, Jim, trust us. You have to watch this. I'm going to give you a funny sample sentence of what this is about. Go watch it. You'll like it. Shoujo Sabaki? I don't even know how to pronounce it. And you know what? Does it even matter? I don't even know if I could tell you what the fuck it was about. Other than just depressing, horrible shit happening nearly every moment that was captured on film. Let me tell you a little story about a girl that runs away to the fucking circus and gets gang raped and beaten in really fucked up ways. Has to wash some deformed creature that's humanish, but not really human. Not even really humanoid. It's got like a snake body and shit. Little flipper arms and a tail. I don't even know what the fuck that was. There's a fucking trap that looks just like her. Reminds me of the ending of Sleepaway Camp 2. I'm sure I think that's the movie I'm thinking of, with the dramatic pull away where you get the shocking reveal it was a boy all along, bashing puppy skulls. He told me that this girl lived this terrible life, but she was rescued by a magical midget. Don't worry, Jim. It's got a happy ending. There's a magical midget at the end of this fucking anime. You just have to wait for the dwarf. He fixes everything. The dwarf is a psychopath. The dwarf is just as bad as everybody else. Fucking suffocates a guy with sand. Does all sorts of fucked up shit. This little midget is a monster. She marries him. They're gonna be happily ever after. And then right at the last moment when you think, okay, well, he is a psychotic midget with magical powers that kills people, but maybe there'll be a happily ever after. And he gets stabbed. And then it's just her in a white void. What the fuck did I watch? Was that your idea of a Christmas movie, you sick fucks? Sounds quirky. Oh, it's quirky, all right. It's definitely a bit different. Not your typical show. And that was a passion project of somebody. Somebody put a lot of money, a lot of heart, a lot of effort into that. God help me, I don't know why, but they did. It was a very unique viewing experience, but it was just awful in a host of ways. Unique but awful. I don't know if there's a word that encapsulates both of those things, but that's what I'm going to rate the Magical Midget movie. Again, Shoujo Tsubuki? Am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Oh, let me pull up chat. Maybe this review that I've given this amazing fucking moment of cinema isn't proper enough. After my Shinji hot takes, we don't know if we can trust Jim on his takes on this shit. John McAfee is the midget, is he? Is he going to snort coke off a hooker's ass and shoot someone and then flee the country? Is that the director's cut edit of the movie that we all missed? I didn't know McAfee was in this. There's a manga too. Did I fuck up by not reading the manga and just watching the film? Yes, chat. Thanks, I hate it. That's a great way to put it. I don't know what. It's a mindfuck. There's a similar anime. I can't even, It hurts my head to even think about it. I want to place it somewhere far away. I want to place it somewhere far away so I don't have to think about it. But I watched it. I checked it out. I gave it a go. You know, I like the recommendation I took before that, the one about the Yakuza that gets reincarnated. That was a good little story. Only 5 or 6 chapters, sure. He's a tough old son of a bitch, dealing with a bunch of punk kids that don't respect the territory. Gets his ass beat to death with a baseball bat, takes one of them with him when he dives into the fucking ocean, and then he gets reincarnated as a princess, I guess? I don't fucking know. I mean, that's got to be weird for an 80-year-old man to suddenly have a pair of tits and look like a 20-year-old girl, but he doesn't let it stop him. He goes around beating the shit out of everybody. All I've got to say, if you ever meet a reincarnated Yakuza that's in the body of a princess, and he asks you to do a tea ceremony with him, fucking refuse. Because the moment he did a tea ceremony with that guy, he got ripped in half by a tentacle. Just stay far the fuck away from him. Nonetheless, I like that story. I enjoyed that story. The goofy old fuck out there doing Yakuza shit in a world that has no idea what he's talking about. I'm sure there are more like that disconnected Ezeki shit. You've got so many variations of it. But now I'm into the crime stuff. So I'm going to try to track down more of the crime stuff and erase the midget movie from my fucking mind. If I can find more crime shit, the midget movie's gone. Somebody was asking earlier, who's a fat guy in the middle of that picture? The one that was up pre-stream. Well, that's Inuyasha. I don't know if you've ever seen the anime, but that cosplay, fairly accurate to life. He's a big boy. He's got a little bit of heft on him. What in the fuck is that? Sorry, chat, I'm seeing something. Oh, is that a sticker? Thanks for being you. Well, all right. It's, why would... Okay, I don't get this. Why would they give you... I know they added stickers, but why would they give you stickers but then put them up with super... They should make them annoying, like they used to do on Stream Me, or I think D-Live did it too. They should make the fucking stickers dance across the screen. In fact, the more money you spend on a sticker, the more large and obnoxious it becomes. You know, really get your money's worth. And then let creators make their own stickers. So like $20 gets you a giant goatsy that's overlaid onto the screen. Sure, you'll be demonetized in a minute, but at least it's fucking memorable. So full of energy lately. I'm telling you, it's this time of year revitalizes me. It's that Christmas fucking spirit. I love it. Putting out those videos, getting ready to... That manga video is probably going to be coming out pretty soon, probably in the next 3 or 4 days. We've got the holiday stuff coming up, so there might be a slight delay, but definitely before the new year. Narrowed it down to three potential things. First time really doing something like that, so we'll see how it goes. Could be shit, but whatever. It's for the YouTube channel. All the fun stuff goes on the BitChute. Speaking of which, there's a new video out on BitChute about cooming. Channeled a little bit of Shinji from last night. After watching the, what is it, Styx Hexenhammer, and who did he debate? Dr. Jones? I'm not familiar with them, but they had a debate about the sanctity of pornography or some shit. I don't know. All I know is I watched an hour's worth of two men talk about whether or not I can touch my penis. And I couldn't avoid this. I couldn't not talk about that subject after having that presented to me. I didn't know this was such a big thing now. That we were on a crusade against porn. I mean, there's a lot of fucked up shit out there. But I guess we're starting with the pornography. You got to stop touching your pecker. Every time you touch your penis, Jesus cries. So they had a hour-long discussion about this. It was an interesting talk. Not to make too light of it. I mean, there were some interesting points on both sides. But at the end of the day, it's two complete fucking strangers on the internet debating whether or not... debating what I touch my dick to. It's a very surreal experience, sitting by and listening to that. I'd like to see that in a lecture hall maybe someday if it's possible. Maybe like Harvard or Yale. I mean, you've seen what they've done to the debate clubs in colleges nowadays. It's not like they can fall any further. Touching your penis, yay or nay? Next week at Harvard Debate Club. Put that fucker up on YouTube. I'd watch that. Wouldn't actually fly out to watch it, but I'd watch it in video form because I'm lazy. We're all about being lazy over here. Tell me, chat, what is your hot take on this? Are you even aware that there's this debate going on right now? Or are we all in our separate little sphere? Given the fact that I'm a disgusting fucking gamer and I like my anime, I'm going to guess that most of you or some of you are like that as well. So I don't know what your takes on this are. So let me ask you, chat, is pornography harmful to the individual? And is pornography harmful to society? And once you answer me that, I'll give you a chance to catch up because, of course, chat takes a minute. There's a bit of a delay. We'll continue on and figure out where we're going to go on this journey of discovery and knowledge. Ooh, it's going to be fun. Seeing somebody say sticks lost. Some people saying yes. Somebody saying no. Somebody saying go outside. Who cares? This is actually a fairly split audience. It's remarkable to me that this is that much of a split audience about jacking off to porn. I mean, let's be realistic here, folks. Every one of you dirty motherfuckers, myself included, has been infused with this shit. If you've been on the internet since at least, well, you know, I could go back to the Usenet days, but let's just start at AOL. Let's talk mid-90s. Oh, fuck it. You know, let's start the dawn of YouTube. When video sharing really became a thing. Let's say that. So 2005. If you've been using the internet the majority of the time since 2005, this shit has been everywhere around you. You gonna kick it cold turkey? Are you gonna take that NoFap challenge? What was the porn site that came out with the fucking hot take that NoFap was anti-Semitic? They said it was racist. If you don't jack off, you're a racist. Which is fucking amazing to me. Somebody saying, I'm not addicted. First sign that you're a filthy fucking liar. Oh, I bet your room smells. I bet if somebody tried to use your keyboard, the L, the O, the P, the 9 key, fucking enter, all of them are stuck. Somebody needs a fucking hammer to type out a message on your keyboard. Who are you kidding? Was it X Hamster, chat? X Hamster was the one that said if you don't tug it, you're an anti-Semite. Was that the geniuses that came out with that one? What a dumb fucking message. Was it all part of the psyop? I'm sorry, I'm waiting for the chat to catch up. I don't know. Could you give them up? Could you give up pornography, chat? Could you give up on anime titties? Would you even come to the internet anymore if you couldn't look at anime tits? What would be left for you? What would be the attraction to the internet for you if you were suddenly deprived of precious anime tits? Oh, somebody in chat's Kuhlman. I know this is a sensitive topic. Gets everybody hot under the fucking collar. Don't want to give up those precious juices, those life essences. This is remarkable to me how split this chat is on this. I saw 3D Petey in there. You don't give a shit if they get rid of you can get rid of the 3D porn. Fuck real women. But don't you touch my anime titties. That's a step too far. I think a lot of the debate between Styx and Dr. Jones, came down to the idea of regulation. I mean, that's the hang-up that they had. And so if you believe the government is a bureaucratic nightmare full of incompetent people that abuse the power they have, and you give them power to regulate or eliminate pornography, even setting aside some kind of an underground empire rising up to replace it, don't you think they'll use the moral authority granted to them by eliminating porn to go after other things? I mean, in the 90s we had them go after video games. In the 80s we had them go after music, Tipper Gore. In the 40s and 50s they went after the comic book code. So that was the crux of a major part of their argument. is who regulates it. You're going to have a porn czar. And if they regulate it, are they going to abuse it and try to push it into farther things? What are they going to define as pornography? They're going to start interfering with movies in the theater then? Saying that something is too pornographic, too sexual, needs to be removed. Fuck with the plot, maybe video games. It's gonna wipe out a few video games, I guess. Steam's suddenly gonna lose 80% of the shit on there. Because we all know it's nothing but fucking hentai titles at this point. Every motherfucker's gonna have to use Epic. It's gonna be the only place that has video games left. If they decide to go after titties and games. More people are cooming. Somebody said ban 3D, keep the 2D girls. A lot of interesting takes. My take on it was, I just think it's a weird debate, and I find it funny from both ends. And I found a picture of some dude strapped to a table, strapped to a table, like a fucking surgery table. Well, you have to see the end of the video to get it, but it's just a bizarre. The internet's a bizarre place. I don't know what to tell you. Look to more moral people to guide you, I suppose. Oh man, what weird debates. It's bizarre. It's like musical chairs. Things are just kind of switching around. You know, one thing that was always deemed illegal, you've got weed, is now legal, and something that's pretty much always been legal or moderately legal is now being pushed towards being illegal. It's like, you know, they were switching shit around for some reason. It's bizarre. It's weird. Not sure exactly what the point is, but everybody's going to get high and maybe forget they want to masturbate. Maybe that's the plan. I figured it out, chat. We've all been fooled. It's the cannabis lobby that's behind the Coomer shit. Hear me out on this. They want to make marijuana legal to make you forget about pornography, because pornography takes up too much of your time. You're too busy jacking off. You don't have time to go buy weed down at the corner store because you're too tuckered out from tugging it. But once they get rid of that porn, here comes the cannabis, because they're in cahoots with they're in cahoots with the fucking soft drink manufacturers and the candy makers and the fucking restaurant chains and the fast food people. They want to make you fat and tired. They want to sap you of your energy that way. It's a battle of liches, isn't it? Seeing who can feast off your emotional energy. Who's going to win? The pornographers or the pot industry? It's a battle for the fucking ages. I don't know who's going to do it. It's big-brained, I know, Chad. I see you're seeing the light with me. We need to get a hold of Alex Jones, have him start pitching this shit. Somebody said, dude, weed makes me hungry and horny. Well, which do you start with? And if you only had one choice, I guess you're only going to be eating, huh? Sounds legit. Thank you, Max15. I'm glad I've got a supporter out there that understands what these nefarious bastards are up to. Stoners love anime. Maybe the anime industry's in on it too. They're all a part of it. They're all out to get porn. They're all working in cahoots. They're trying to shinji us. I'm not going to be made into a maxi pad, goddammit. I refuse, Japan. Alright, I know you're still angry about that 2-bomb thing. You need to get the fuck over it. It's like 10 years ago or something. Let it go. Just let it go, man. Oh, Jim and your hot takes. Oh, what did somebody ask? I'm trying to scroll down here. From Camille Taggart, are we going to talk? Are we going to stream obscure Japanese movies? No, I'm not going to stream the midget movie. I talked about it. I talked about that horrendous midget movie. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. I've been doing some horror manga reading, trying to find one in particular. Also, play this at the end. Stay With Me by Miki Matsubara. Well, I guess I'll give it a shot if I can find it. From Michael Judge. I hate this time of year. Really? The stores are crowded and the weather sucks and fuck Christmas music. You're like opposite me. Well, I do agree with you. The crowds at stores do suck, but does anybody go to the store anymore to shop? That's what that technology shit's for. Doesn't everybody just go on Amazon and fucking all of the .coms, Walmarts, and all that shit? I mean, who the fuck goes to a store to buy anything anymore? I thought that's half of what was killing GameStop. By the way, speaking of GameStop and its never-ending decline into the shithole it is, I think it's in its death throes, guys. I don't know, Chad, can I get an S to spit on GameStop? Because I think they're finally fucking dead. I still remember what those motherfuckers did to, was it EB Games and Funko Land? Bought everybody out and then turned it into pure fucking shit, selling everybody open copies that you claimed were used, just so you could get a higher profit margin, shoving magazines down my fucking throat with your shitty little discount cards, you fucking vampires of the entertainment industry. I hope you fucking burn. Oh, I'm happy. Spit on them. Spit on their fucking corpse. Let them fucking rot. So GameStop, in its infinite fucking wisdom, because they're geniuses, decided they couldn't sell video games. That's too fucking hard with a name like GameStop. You know, because you stop in to buy fucking games. Decided to dedicate half their fucking store to Funko Pop icons and t-shirts for Marvel. You know, shit. When I'm looking for a new video game, instead of spending the $60 on the title I want, why don't I buy some fucking Funko Pops and a shitty fucking t-shirt that feels like it's made out of fucking, I don't know, gravel? That's where that money should go. Oh, and I love getting hammered on, repeatedly, by people forced to ask me for details and credit card information and pre-orders and all the other bullshit that sales push down your throat. Oh, well, it's time for revenge now. You sick motherfuckers. They're shutting things down. Do you know what GameStop's newest fucking hustle is? This is being reported by YouTubers that cover GameStop. That's a thing, but it is a thing. Nonetheless, they're doing technology exchanges now. So, if I say GameStop to you, I would hope the first thing, well, okay, I would hope three things would pop into your mind. One, horrible. Two, fuck them. And then three, video games. I mean, that should be the order. But now they're doing technology exchange. So, if you go into a GameStop, they'll try to buy your telephone from you. I'm not shitting you. Apparently, this is a corporate order from on high. If you go into a GameStop now, and you have a cell phone, they will offer you money on the spot to buy your cell phone from you right there and then. And they're going to try to undercut the price, bundle all these used cell phones together, and sell them in China for a profit to make up for their last quarter's loss. I don't think that plan's going to work. I don't know many people that just walk into a random fucking store and sell them their cell phone. But that's a new brilliant plan. That's a new brilliant idea that they've come up with to save the fucking franchise. I mean, you could have done anything else other than that, you know, like sell video games. You could have gone retro with it. You could have repaired stuff better. You could have stopped fucking opening everything. You could have been fair on your trade-in prices. You could have been fair on your sell prices and your buyback prices. You could have stopped the shitty promotions. You could have made it more comfortable to be in your fucking store. You could have done 1,000 things. But you're going to make people sell you their cell phones. I don't think GameStop is going to survive another half a year. I think it's dead. If that's true, if those little memos that are circulating saying this is some new fucking thing and it's being pushed, you need to get quotes fucking 10 times a week. You need to sell 15 of the, buy 15 fucking phones or something every week or every month or some shit. If it's that bad, if it's that desperate, they're done. They're finally fucking done. It's been a shambling corpse now for years. Now, I don't know what that's going to mean for everybody else. I mean, people buy their games where they're going to buy them. And it should be a boon, you would think, for mom and pop video game stores. You just got to weather the storm a little bit longer, and GameStop's going to be fucking dead. And when they do die, and they liquidate everything, we'll finally get a sale that's actually worth something. And you can buy one of those cockroach-infested PS4s those assholes sell for $10 cheaper than you normally would have paid. But don't sell them your cell phone. That's some life advice from me. I wouldn't trust these people with my cell phone. I don't want Yang from Shanghai calling my contact numbers because GameStop forgot to fucking wipe the phone properly. I'm sorry, chat. Went on a little bit of a tirade there. I don't even know what reminded me of that, but something fucking did. Somebody said they hated Christmas music, and all of a sudden I'm talking about GameStop being burnt to the ground. From Al Quint, Yushad Witch Konosuba, and read Spy X Family. Good stuff. Mario Kart 13. Aren't dead eggers just cat ladies without cats? Well, I mean, no. No, I don't know. There is a difference. Again, I've got to feel my way around the definition. It'll make sense in the video, though. Ocean Redux, Merry Christmas, you fuckers, LOL. A Merry Christmas to you. Victor Phantasm, boss, I don't know if it's really snow up there or mountains of cocaine. But when can we have a normal weather broadcast? Rip my sleep and money. Well, as I've explained, I mean, usually the way I do a stream is I'd have a normal fucking time to do it with an actual subject pre-prepared, and then I'd announce it like an hour or two ahead of time on the community tab or social media or whatever. This is more just because, again, it's like the opposite of sad. I don't know what it is about this time of season, but I'm up. Reminds me a bit of Stream Me. I used to do really early morning shit on Stream Me, which I sort of miss. That's gone now forever. JMF. Why do my SpaghettiOs make lightning when I put them in the microwave? Probably because you put them in the microwave while they're still in the can. T. Greg Duchette. I want to rape Jade respectfully, sir. Well, as long as it's respectfully, I won't get offended. From Scarecrow Z709. Jim, check out Von Helton, The Real Punisher. Well, does it involve midgets? Does it involve midgets getting murdered and people buried in sand? I don't know now. I don't know if I should trust you guys after that last recommendation. Casper the Ghoul, you're lucky my sleep schedule's a mess, Jimbo. Welcome to the club. Club Insomniac. From Kate Arona. Another Swedish morning with my American weatherman. Much appreciated. Awooooooo, me love. I'll read a few more here, and then I want to show you the future chat. I think you're going to like it. Hurry up and wait. Holy hell, it's late, man. Good thing I'm still drinking. Never a good time to stop. Just keep going for it. Tom the Pussycat, the Gundam enthusiast. Hi, Metokur. How's your day? Oh, it's going good. Are you going to make a video about H-Bomb or Contra? Maybe even BreadTube itself. I don't really do the SJW shit anymore. I had my fun with that. I did 2 or 3 years making fun of SJWs, and it was mostly confined to Tumblr. Then occasionally I'd branch out and do a few other things. It's not really my thing. There's a whole section of YouTube dedicated to the anti-SJW or, I guess, BreadTube portion of the internet. Not really my bag. I'm going to do my manga stuff and then stick to the Transtastic Tales and the furry pandemonium videos. And finally, Secularis. Hey, Jimbo, have you seen The Witcher yet? Netflix expects me to believe the Yes, okay, listen. We talked about this yesterday. A chick fucks a black dude on elf skulls while an entire audience of white people clap. It's the only scene that I can remember in that whole fucking thing. I know people were like, oh, they didn't like the guy that played the Witcher, the actor, Cavill, or whatever his name is. I actually didn't mind him that much, but it's just watching a hunchback fuck a dude on elf skulls while people clap was just so weird to me that it didn't make a whole lot of sense. But it's Netflix, and Netflix, if the one thing they know how to do, it's fuck a series up. Also, why only order 8 episodes? Why be so stingy about it? Why not just go all in if you're gonna do it? Who knows? I promised you the future. I'm gonna give it to you. Let me get everything ready. I think you guys are gonna like this, because this is probably fucking terrifying, to be honest with you all. Let me just move some of this stuff around here. All right. pull this up. Let's watch a little video together and talk about why everything's going to go to shit. This also is an offshoot of the conversation regarding the whole porn and grooming thing, because it came down to people talking about government intervention, which led to a talk about real ID, and then it led into something like this. Here we go. Can virtual reality teach men to avoid sexually harassing women? Well, you know that's gonna wonderful. Let's find out if it can. Can this technology stop men from beating people to death with their penises? I don't know. Hopefully The Economist can answer that question.
Rachel, one really important note. Remember, it's a party, so pack something fitting.
And when I say fitting, Rachel, I mean the size of my penis. Something fitting like my penis into your vagina. I'm your boss, Rachel. And in this open, crowded area with 20 people sitting around us, I'd like to talk to you about my penis in a very loud voice while I forcefully grab your arm, as is typical in the workplace. Just a typical workplace example of me sexually harassing one of my employees. When I first saw this video, for a second, I thought it was going to have the men in the role as the women. Like they would experience the sexual harassment through a VR version of a woman, which would be really weird. Because then the dude with the VR goggles would be Rachel, as his boss talks about fitting his penis inside her.
Most men quite literally do not understand what sexual harassment feels like.
It's got like a physical sensation to it and shit. It feels like getting kicked in the cunt. It's like a cunt punt, but most men don't understand it, so we have to simulate it through VR. Today, a team from a customer analytics firm this is their training. Put on the goggles.
A man was sitting too close to a woman, and it was right next to me, right? So I felt pretty uncomfortable. And also her reactions to some of the comments too, you could pick up on some of those cues.
Oh, and of course, who jumps right on the bandwagon of this shit? Google. Oh, I bet Google loves the idea of this. I bet it just makes them excited. So that's your new fresh hell. So I just want to take a moment to talk about what your future workplace experience is going to be like, because I guarantee you, in 10 years, this is what's going to happen. We're going to do it from the perspective of a potential employee going in for an interview, and from a current employee being retrained using these new amazing methods. Here's what I imagine the technology will evolve into. It'll start with VR training seminars where they have really obnoxious, almost PSA level, like those 90s infomercials, sexual workplace harassment tapes that they used to shop around. We'll have VR versions of that people will use for a few years until somebody's going to get the genius idea that, wait a minute, if we want to make sure men aren't sexual predators, why don't we use the eye tracking that's built into these VR goggles? Why don't we use that and then use a statistical algorithm to find out how many times they look at a woman's breasts or her butt or her pussy or whatever. And then we can calculate the danger rating this potential person might have during a training seminar. So you could walk in to interview for a job. You could have the world's best resume, impeccable recommendations, a work history that's just sterling. Everybody loves you. You're the cream of the fucking crop. They tell you, though, hey, we've got one training seminar we'd like you to do before the final interview. It's just a sequence of a few analytical tests. Please put the goggles on. And then after you do it, and you think you've done well, and you're not really paying attention to what the fuck is going on in VR because you're motion sick, probably because you're a 50-year-old and you don't know what the fuck is happening. You go back into the boss's office, and he says, hey, I'm sorry to tell you, but we've got some ratings we got to talk about here, bud. I mean, I like the resume, I like the work history, I like the recommendations, but we tracked your eyes looking at tits 42% of the time. You're looking at her ass 38% of the time. And 75% of the time, you kept looking at her vagina. Now, I don't know what to tell you, but we can't hire you here. And just on a personal note, that last training demo we put you in where you rated the 75% at looking at the vagina, that was an 80-year-old secretary. What the fuck is wrong with you? Now, imagine you're in the workplace, and you're already an employee, and somebody says that you're sexually harassing them, and they want to put it to a test. How are they going to tell? Nobody's around, no cameras caught it, no coworkers saw it. Well, they'll just digitize your coworker and then do the same fucking thing. Hey, we're going to put you in a workplace scenario with a person that says that you're staring at them awkwardly, making them uncomfortable in a sexual way. Don't feel any pressure or anything. Good luck. Put the goggles on. Let's see what happens. Oh, you looked at her tits. You're fired. Oh, this technology is going to be awful. Oh, it's going to be so bad. Imagine if you're just some fucking awkward cunt that just doesn't like looking people in the eyes. A lot of people are like that. They get very uncomfortable if you look somebody in the eyes. I don't know many people that can do it. Just try it sometime. If you're ever, even somebody that's a friend or a family member, just try to keep eye contact with them for more than 2 minutes. It's really bizarre, especially when you're trying to do it. Especially when you know you have to do it. So you're looking down, but every time you look down, your eyes track and it counts tits, tits, pussy, ass. And it goes right on to the VR algorithm and you're fucked out of a job. Oh, I love my dystopia. I love my dystopian future. Give it enough time, the only workplace that's going to be around are just women. It's just going to be all women. Every guy's going to get fired. They're going to be awkward fucks that can't look where they need to look. Or they're going to get caught perving out for more than a percentage worth than they're allowed. And they're gone. Which reminds me of an article once about a woman that wanted to open a female-only company. I think she was British. Talked about how having men in the workplace was awful. How it was going to be a sisterhood. They were going to band together, make a lot of money. It was going to be great. And then it devolved into nothing but cat fights and lying and backstabbing and power plays in the office. And she ended up bankrupted, lost like half a £1,000,000 or something like that. Just an absurd amount of money. And at the end of the interview, it's a very, very long article. At the end of the interview, when they ask her, well, what about the experience? Would you do it again? She's like, oh, fuck no. She's like, if I ever did this again, it would be an all-male workplace. This was a horrendous mistake. I should never have embarked upon this idea of only women in the workplace. But that's your future. VR trading to make sure you're not a filthy fucking pervert. I suppose if that Real ID shit, and again, this is an offshoot of the pornography conversation people were having earlier, if that Real ID shit gets implemented, it's gonna suck for everybody. You know, people bringing up the point, well, what about Facebook? Facebook has your name. Facebook has your family members and your friends and phone numbers and addresses and workplaces and all that shit. And people say stupid shit on Facebook all the time. What makes you think having some kind of a government-implemented ID that ties into every username you use on the internet, what makes you think that's going to change anything? Oh, one, people lie on Facebook. Two, they have outlets outside of Facebook that allow them to cope with having to use Facebook. I want you to imagine the scenario where your Twitter handle, your YouTube username, your Discord username, the name you use on Steam or any other gaming platform, any website or forum, any place that you go, the trip code you use on an image board, it all ties back to this government ID. It's that universal ID. It doesn't even have to be a front-end ID. It doesn't mean that somebody can look you up. It just means that all the social media companies and the government know who you are across all of these things. Now imagine going in for a job interview, and they're like, wow, we really like this, but there was this one time on the A board on 4chan where you talked about an anime character that didn't look like they were 18. We're going to have to report you to the police. Hey, we'd love to hire you, But you remember on Twitter when you called that guy a retarded cunt? We don't use the R word here. You're going to need to get the fuck out. What a terrifying thought. That's where I think it's going. I mean, censorship is a given. I think we're already there. I think we're seeing it play itself out for all sorts of corporate reasons. And then you've got other useful idiots that are happy with it as well. But I think we're headed for a specific dystopia of real IDs and the death of anonymity on the internet. Rip and pepperoni. We hardly knew you. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, I'm sorry, Chad. So it's a time to rise up. Is that what you're saying? Oh, somebody, fuck, are you quoting a Lucas movie? THX 1138? Isn't that a George Lucas movie about the dude in the white tubes underground or some shit? Maybe I'm getting my movies mixed up. That's an older one. I don't even remember who made that one. I probably fucked it up. I'm describing your nightmares. Well, I'm sorry, but that's where we're going. So unless you're used to the dark web, where every Tor node is fucking controlled by the feds, or you create some kind of wireless mesh network in your community and have your own private internet, you better get ready. Now, if you're a young motherfucker, you can still save yourself. I hear the French Foreign Legion, if you're under 30 years old, will still accept you. And if you serve 5 years, they erase your old identity and give you an entirely new one. So you can still escape your internet shitposting. The downside, you're going to have to be a Frenchman. That's the devil's bargain you're making. Erase your shitposting history, but you have to become French. It's the only way left. I'm sure you're going to have to make that choice on your own. I'm sorry. That's a personal decision. That's a catch-22 if I've ever heard one. Fuck, man, I just turned 30. Well, yeah, you're fucked. Maybe they'll take you at 35. I can't remember. They changed the fucking standard so much with them. It's hard to imagine. What is it? They used to train them in Djibouti, and they don't do it anymore because it's too hot. And they used to take them to the South American jungles, but I guess centipedes are scary. And now women are trying to get into it. I don't fucking know what's going on with them anymore. I feel bad for them. Fuck that. You don't want to do it? You don't want to go on the, what is it, the White Cap March in full gear for, 25 kilometers in a day? Well, to each their own. That's the future as I imagine it. Now, see, we wouldn't be talking about all this depressing shit. You know, all this stuff about real IDs and pornography and all this other sad, upsetting stuff. If you motherfuckers hadn't made me watch a goddamn anime about a magical dwarf that murders people. You mind fucked me a little, chat. If I had to be honest with you. I was in a pretty good mood until I watched the world's weirdest fucking anime. Still trying to puzzle it. Still trying to puzzle it out. It's like watching Brazil for the first time. You're a little off kilter after that. You gotta take a minute when a dude tells you a story in the movie about somebody whose ass starts to talk. Eat the goddamn bugs. We're all going to eat those goddamn bugs, chat. There's no way to get away from it. I'm sorry, we're all fucked. It's bug time. You may as well dig in. Oh, where did I leave off? A Legato Madi. There's a video on YouTube of a pastor named Jack is it Shop? Simulating masturbation while having a delirious schizo conversation with himself. Okay, well, you know what? You caught my attention. Let's see if we can find this. Am I going to be able to find this? Is it listed under I'm having a delirious masturbation session? What is it? Polishing the shaft? Is that what it's called? No. What the fuck? Okay, all I see from this dude, there are two videos that pop up first. One is him masturbating and the other is now he's in jail. Those are the two fucking videos. I'm sorry, and a third one, youth conference. Polishing his shaft, now he's in jail, youth conference. those three things together really paint a picture, Super Chatter, of something maybe we should take a look at.
Of course it hurts. Of course it's fire.
Oh, I love his voice already. All right, let's hear some good old preaching. Maybe he's going to let a snake biting and talking tongues and shit. See where this goes. This is Jack Shapp demonstrates how to polish a shaft. Is this what you're talking about? I hope so.
Of course it hurts. Of course it's fire. Of course it's pain. Of course it's that's hot. God says, shut up. I can handle it. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Oh, God, that
I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming so hard.
hurts. Oh, God, I'm so tired. Oh, God, I didn't want to lose her. Oh, God, I didn't want to have that pain. Oh, God, no. Oh. God, you love me so much, don't you?
Imagine if he does this at baptisms.
Yes. Oh, God, thank you for what you're making me. You're welcome. Oh, God. I see an opportunity. Yeah, so do I.
What in the fuck am I watching? Why are there men in white coats watching a man masturbate a rod in front of an entire audience? This is perfect.
Oh, God, I see a beautiful wife. Yeah. I never dreamed of her. A lot of things you never dreamed of, son. Lots of things you never dreamed of. Oh, you think I can marry her? She's very, very polished. You better get her more polished, son. God! The little children, I hold my arms. Oh, it's sweetest thing in the whole world. Oh, I'm so honored to be their daddy.
God, I need a clip of that. Oh, that's going to become a clip.
It's sweetest thing in the whole world. Oh, I'm so honored to be their daddy. Now you remember who owns them. Make sure they serve me. That's why I gave them to you, son. Oh, God. I see a pulpit. I see a pulpit. God says, Not done working on you, son. You think I stand here before you tonight sorry that I yielded to God? You think I stand here tonight with these my trusted men sorry that I yielded? You think I'm regretting that I yielded to God? You think I'm sorry when I see this crowd here tonight? No. Oh God, keep polishing.
Oh God, I'm coming. Oh, keep it going.
Keep polishing.
I want this as my voicemail. I want this as my voicemail. Oh, that is fantastic. That was a brilliant recommendation. Nicely done. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what I watched there, but that was worth it. Legato Monty. From Dave, the fucking weatherman, Jim, we need Windows 7 ESU torrent chat. My computer has AIDS. Well, rip your computer. Rip your computer. Austin M. Virginia AG wore blackface, now wants our guns. Awooooooo. Did he really? From Kitsune 9 Yokai. How far did you get in One Piece? I usually tell people to get to episode 44, chapter 95 before they drop it. It's about to pass Batman in sales. Luffy is better than Goku. It's just not my thing. Like I said, some of this shit just doesn't appeal to me. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not for me. One Piece was one of them. Another that I wasn't really interested in was Attack on Titans, and I know people really like that one too. Like Adomad. Again, he's polishing the pull from the pulpit in front of the entire church. Yes, no, that was fantastic. From Botchad, blessed be the finders of the finders, the Spurgers, the wonderful wrangler of the inevitable. Blessed be the one who remains. From Dark Dread 2, can you tell Junior Liverpool our shit? Can I tell Junior Liverpool their shit? Sure I can. Junior Liverpool your shit. Is that what you were asking? I'm not sure. From Keegan the Great, I moved to Europe for my wife to undergo in vitro. These streams are a little piece of home for me. Thanks for breaking up the monotony and your insomnia. Well, you're welcome. From Bazooka Badger. Good morning, Jim and chat. Hope you all are having a good Christmas. Looking forward to it here. From New Guardian. Jim, your groomed boys and girls are ready to weather the inevitable violence predicted modernity would create. May you bless us a promotion from Sweetie Squad to the Weather Underground. Well, I can't really steal that name. Otherwise, I'm going to have a bunch of drugged out hippies coming after me. And they kind of called dibs on it. Not sure what other name we can come up with, but we'll think of something. From Megazog, don't forget to bring a duffel bag to trench periscopes for the Virginia Boogaloo. From True's Weatherman are the modern shaman. Rain dance, me daddy, Awooooooo. From Toast Bill Clinton, National Guardsmen are speaking out and saying they'll refuse to enact the new gun law here. Everyone here refuses putting up with the Northrum's shit. Well, I'm glad to hear the National Guard is refusing to do what the governor wants. It's a ridiculous idea to try to bring in the National Guard to police their own citizens, and it will lead to a horrible situation. I don't know what he's going to do now. Sheriffs won't obey him. Police don't want to obey him. National Guard don't want to obey him. He's going to have to back down or do it himself. Is he going to go door to door personally and take everybody's fucking gun? From Joseph Kerr, Jay Dyer says he's down to talk globalism and dystopia. Send him a tweet or DM him or something. I will definitely do that. From I'm watching vids. Yo, I'm watching some Urusei Yatsura dubbed anime on Pluto TV based Metokur. Been listening to you for 8 years plus now. Keep it up, friend. I'm glad you're still around. From T. Greg Duchette, I love being at the table. Then being asked if I want dark meat or white meat, I always say yellow. The family doesn't understand me. From Clay Early, Merry Christmas, Justin and Jim. From Yuri the Honeybee, you have to do 2 Christmas dinners, and I really just want to sit at home and play Mordau. Well, I don't blame you, but everybody's got to put the time in. I know nobody's looking forward to it, but it's one of those fucking duties you don't really get a choice in, isn't it? From the Commente Man, I like how the new Charlie's Angels took a hard step against China. The first misogynist dealt is Chinese, but then go take a vacation in Turkey, who happen to bomb feminist kurds. But they joined Assad. Misspoke there. Sorry about that. It's that cold kicking in. From Conrad Sutherland, would you go on PKA again? Merry Christmas, Jimbo. Yeah, no, I had fun on there. Those guys are great. From Zion Hunter, Jim, you should read Chainsaw and Fire Punch. One is about a kid with the chainsaw limbs killing demons while wanting to touch boobs. The other is about a guy on fire who can't die and people think he's a god. Now, is it like one of those things where he's on fire and in pain but can't die? Or is he's just flammable? From Joe Hill, Jim, you cheeky fucker. Always got to go to classes like 5 minutes into your streams. Have some Koreaboo bucks on me. Well, best of luck in class. From Christian Fairweather, fuck me, Daddy Jimbo. Pin me against the wall and molest me with your thumb. Just like old Uncle Lester. From Peach Fish, Mary Crimbo, Jimbo, not Animu, but ever read any Lane M. Banks? Excellent sci-fi. Start with The Player of the Games. No, I did get into a lot of Warhammer novels. And a lot of people recommend those, and so I started reading them. I actually enjoyed them. From Zion Hunter again, read Chainsaw Man. Camille Taggart, we watch Cannibal Holocaust. I'm familiar with that. Wasn't that I'm almost certain that Brad from That Guy with the Glasses reviewed that. I think he did. Jesus, that would have been a while ago, though. From Schwann's Gruberman, Jim, YouTube smeets Anthony for Internet Insanity Live. She will out of nowhere scream until she dribbles spit everywhere. Seriously, give her a look. Smeeta Anthony? I'll take a look after the stream. I'm not familiar with who they are. From Trues, Jim, there is a live-action Shoujo Tsubaki. I can't even imagine how fucked up that's going to be. Now I'm going to have to watch it, aren't I? Fuck. From Shibuya Ghoul, Jim, are you a Kiss fan? Best rock band ever, in my opinion. No, Kiss was a bit before my time. What kind of music am I into? I don't even fucking know. I basically listen to everything. I really don't hate any music in particular. There's one subgenre I do hate. I refer to it as whiny white people music. It's that fucking like 18 to 19-year-old emo pussy band bullshit. I can't fucking stand that. And I'm not talking like grunge rock, like Nirvana, that kind of shit. It's hard to find an example, but when you hear it, you know it. It's just this boo-hoo fucking music, and it's always like a boy band, and they're always white, and I fucking hate it. That's about the one thing I can't stand. From Woomy, did Susan pay you like the slut you are? I bought your fucking hat. Hope you enjoyed 5 packs of cigs. I smoke Camel Crush because I'm a bitch. Well, I did enjoy the cigarettes. From Fokoof, last stream I super chatted the fact that I'm Canadian with a KSG. You didn't comment on it. No one noticed the Autis Leaf with a 12 gauge. Ah ha ha ha. Well, now you're on a list. Merry Christmas. The Mounties are coming. From Port Film Co-op, Meat Bone Express Film Podcast, Meat Bone Express. Foxman2248, have you seen Jinro? Yes, I have. From AA, slept all day, CQ shift on a Saturday. Feels bad, but at least I'm wide awake for my favorite weatherman. Remember, kids, eat bugs, press G to gas long noses. I think he's talking about elves. Fairly certain this man is long noses, those must be elves. He hates Santa. Not sure why you have such a vengeance against Christmas. We'll never know. From T. Greg Duchette, you mentioned in a previous stream that you were reaching the end time. Is this why you have merch now? To milk it. Also, can I be a mod for 1,000 cash? Well, no, I don't have mods. That defeats the purpose of enjoying yourself in chat. Again, live chat always much better than top chat. Live chat's where the people say naughty things. Top chat's where everything is sanitized. And no, I will never have mods. I don't like the idea of mods. What's the point? And when I said end time, I said twilight. I've mentioned this before. I've mentioned this for years. Most YouTubers, whether they're monetized or not, have a shelf life of whatever kind of content you make. And you can be really good at it, but with few exceptions, you have a shelf life. You make your videos, you gain a little bit of popularity, people watch the videos, and then it declines, and it's over. And that's just the natural evolution. You're going to see that play out with a lot of people. I don't know what the next iteration is. They're waves of content that come in that usually herald in new superstars, and then they kind of just fade away. But generally, it's about 4 or 5 years, give or take, and then you're kind of off to pasture. So when I go out to pasture, I'm gonna be that guy talking about weeb shit, because that's what I enjoy. From Metokur's Lunicorn Archives, your thoughts on 4chan becoming pay-to-post, the no-script version of reCAPTCHA, which is the least annoying version of it, isn't broken. Hiroshima disabled it on purpose. I'm unfamiliar with that. Pay-to-post, I think, would be terrible to go. I'm not sure if Hiroshi shit is doing something. I guess I'm behind on stuff. I've been busy doing videos and doing streams and getting stuff ready for the holidays with family. So I just kind of haven't been paying attention to some stuff. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. There was some, what is it, mukbang? What is the one where fucking people sit down and just stuff their fat fucking faces on camera that's really popular right now? Like 2 of them are yelling at each other. I guess one fat person that eats a lot of food got angry at another fat person that does. And now they're not going to make fat eating videos together anymore? There's shit all around. I'm out of the loop on a lot of it. PlayStation 1 thoughts on the Onisan screaming meltdowns. They're fake, right? Like, you guys get that. You get he's fucking with you. I really hope you understand that he is fucking with you. You know, I saw him post the... what is it where he dumps it on his head and says, I'm covered in Sambuca? I fucking laughed for like 10 minutes. He's fucking with you. None of that's real. I'm sure he's got real trouble. I'm sure there's money issues and court issues and other shit going on. But he is straight up fucking with people. It's just how people aren't picking up on that. I don't know. Like, I saw people posting comments saying, oh my God, did you see his meltdown? No, he's fucking with you. Like, that's old YouTube shit. That's the kind of stuff you would have seen like in 2008. Well, it sounds weird saying old for YouTube shit, but that's the kind of shit people would have pulled in like 2008 or 2009. Do you really think he had a meltdown on camera where he ripped his shirt off with the perfect angle and cried while covering himself in sambuca? Is there more? Did I miss another video that he did? I'm fairly certain he is just fucking with people, and his view count has shot up because of it. From Port Film Co-op, Kolosnikov's World, Rusty Cheese Knife. Check out my channel, Jim. If you and Jade like Digimon, I might have something to chew on, or might have something for you to chew on. It's white noise like your stuff. The channel name is Rusty Cheese Knife. Well, she might check it out. She's really into that shit. So, 1776 May. Have you seen the RE3 trailer? Thoughts? I'm hyped. No, I think it looks good. I know people were upset with the Nemesis design because of the nose, but I listen. I think Capcom has pulled their ass out of the fire. I don't know what it was. I'm sure it had to be set into motion 4 or 5 years ago, but somebody at that company said we need to fix our shit and start putting stuff out that's not dog crap. And so we started getting stuff that was good. And RA2 Remaster did well, and I think RA3 Remaster will be fine. I know it looks like a shorter development time, but they already have the engine and the assets. They just need to add shit in, really. I mean, it's the same as the first time around. Let's be honest. But I'm excited. I like Resident Evil. I'm a Resident Evil fanboy. From a Russian name that I have no hope of ever pronouncing, I'm 19, but I have 13 siblings and 21 nieces and nephews. In my family, it's not the adults, but the godless hordes of kids you have to worry about. Yes, when the adult table becomes a kid table because the kids outnumber the adults, that is a situation to be fearful of. From Tubster, did anyone else catch Spoonie talking about the death of an acquaintance on Twitter, then finished with, "I'm going to kill myself, you prick"? Is he actually threatening that on Twitter? I did not actually catch that. From Rex Ellis, can you tell my boyfriend Alec that Star Wars is gay? Alec, Star Wars is gay. From Mergat, go old school. Golgo 13 professional assassin story. That sounds so familiar. I'm almost certain I've seen that. Let Me Die said, Harvard should have a debate whether it's more ethical to watch hentai or porn. That I would sit around to listen to that and hear them pontificate on this. The great distinction. From Bogzar Kral Levwisky, porn is bad, but banning it would be gay and cringe. Opiate Stilvan, hey Jim, you ever heard about Koyochu Redo? It's literally Eat the Fucking Bugs manga, and by the way, Boneworks just came out, and Merry Christmas. You mean Boneworks for VR? Or are we talking about something else? Because I know the Boneworks in VR was supposed to be, I remember them developing it, and they do dev videos about it, and it always looked cool to me. So, I hope it does well. I mean, it looked like it would be good. From the Cockmaster, banning porn, sorry, I thought this was in America. I read that. In my voice, I heard that as Randy from South Park. From Algamu 2, porn is eroding my soul, and I love it. More, please. From Lyric L, I made it 4 days on NoFap. Are you proud of me yet? Well, it's the effort that counts. From Solid Carrot, Jim streams this early to steal Carl's audience. Does he stream anymore? You talking about Sargon? I don't know. I don't actually know if he streams anymore. But this would be his time, wouldn't it? I mean, this is Britbong time at the moment. From Dwedden Ether, where is the Carl in your furry pandemonium? I've been trying to find the music video. I'll look it up and see if I can find it and have my good friend Mr. Anti-Bully on Twitter post it. From Joseph Kerr, most of your fans are Coomers. Only question is, should we continue this way? We're addicts. Unless we quit, our addiction will destroy us. Well, you know, I don't know. Why do you ask me complicated questions? Your addiction will destroy you. Well, I smoke cigarettes. You know, I'm probably going to hack up black lungs in 10 years and die coughing. Now, that's my own stupid fucking fault. I mean, I made a choice and I have to live with the consequences of that choice. If your porn addiction is going to destroy you, then that is a consequence you will have to live with. You made your bed, you got to lie in it. You can't blame anybody else for your own stupidity. From Sock Puppet 1, finally caught a stream. Keep up the good work, Daddy Jimbo. From Port Film Co-op, E.M. Jones 1, listen to him talk about Alien 1979. From Name, porn's infiltrated everything, burn it, all of it. From Jay, human potatoes on the internet are always fun. Totally not dark matter. Only good MILF tits can be found on the internet. Oh, that's expert opinion. I'm not going to disagree with the expert here. A certified MILF tit hunter. Totally not dark matter. From Musta, Karkish, defend our porn and our titties. LSD 25 Jim, you should check out the Toriko manga. It's a battle manga where the power-ups come from eating amazing food instead of screaming or friendship. Yeah, I read one that was like a Seki Meshi or something like that. Is some dude gets dropped in a forest and doesn't really have like superpowers, but he just cooks shit. He gains some abilities from cooking and eating stuff, but it's mostly just out in the wilderness eating stuff. I actually liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, sure, eventually they do kill a dragon. Everything always escalates in power levels for some reason, but it was good. Metakur's Lunicorn Archives. Remember when it wasn't popular to LARP online as the savior of humanity? Good times. From 10 Bond. They can ban porn, but they'll have to take it from my porn HD or my porn HDD from my cold dead hands. From Honk Honk. I never gave up hentai even when I was in a relationship. You can take my porn from my semen covered hands. This porn thing came out of nowhere. It glows in the dark. What does the weather look like? Well, I will admit it did kind of suddenly pop up, didn't it? This whole Coomer meme and the old porn debate kind of suddenly popped up. I don't really know where it's coming from, what the angle is. Maybe it's a flash in the pan, a fad of the month. Maybe in a month nobody will be talking about it anymore and we'll moved on to something else. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Let Me Die says, did drug tests come up in the debate? I don't remember that. I was kind of in and out of the debate. I heard the crux of the thing about government. I know that I think the doctor asked Styx, did he use his real name? People were uncomfortable with that. I think he was trying to get him on the idea that, well, you avow, or these are the opinions you have because they're not attached to you and there are no consequences for them, but you would feel embarrassed if you had to attach your real name to defending this. To which Styx just held up a book and was like, no, this is my name. I'm an author. Everybody knows who I am. But I don't remember if drug tests came up. Bill the Butcher, they want you watching porn and smoking weed so you're all fucked up and forget about your anger. To forget how fucked up everything is. Got to demoralize that population. It's a effective tactic. I mean, you do have a point with that. Hold on, chat. I'm trying to catch up on super chats here to get everybody. And then I have, goddamn, I have a lot of Christmas planning to do. A lot of shit to do. I'm gonna go stare at some lights and go blind for a little while. From Name, porn is the only vice that's free. Almonds activated. Meximan and Cheese. Please do strange things about the Johnson stream. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see if we can find. I tried this before. If it's on YouTube, I'll find it. And I'll play the part everybody wants to see. So just give me a second. Let's see if we can. Oh my God, it is. I'm really debating what's going to happen playing this, but. Oh, is this the one with the fucked up audio? This might be the.
For all people. And all people deserve to have their boundaries respected. And that's where I crossed the line. So, everybody does.
Okay. I'll set this up for chat, because if you weren't around for Stream Me, you're not going to understand what this is. Oh, fuck, this is going to be weird. You know what? I'm not even going to set it up. Let's just say the dad walked in on his son, doing what teenage boys do, and now he's having a heart-to-heart conversation with him, just explaining the natural facts of life and saying, hey, kiddo, you don't have to be embarrassed. That's just a normal part of growing up. And that's the moment we're walking into on the strange things about the Johnsons. Let's take a look.
So you do it then?
I mean, it's common. Yeah. It's something that's natural to do for all people. And all people deserve to have their boundaries respected. And that's where I crossed the line. So, sorry if this is weird. But I just wanted to make sure you weren't feeling ugly and like this was ugly. And hide it under the rug and let it become something taboo between us. You know what taboo is?
Yes.
Well, now it won't be. Because we talked about it. And it's out in the open.
Okay.
I am sorry if this is weird.
It's not.
Oh, good. It shouldn't be. Well, I'll leave you to it then.
See, just a heartfelt moment of father having a normal conversation, just like a PSA you'd see on television. What could possibly be weird about that? Dad walks in. It's okay, son. Don't be embarrassed. I'll respect your privacy. I'm going to leave now. You just go about your business. It's like a Cosby show.
Dad. I love you.
I love you back.
But wait a minute. What is it that little Junior's been looking at while he was entertaining himself in the room? Why, is that a picture of his father? We'll have to do a stream about the Johnsons on another platform if we're ever going to go through the whole thing. But let's just say it's about a son that rapes his father repeatedly. It gets real weird. There's a twist you weren't waiting for, was it, Chet? I bet you didn't see that coming. Daddy, no. His son, no, is more like it. It's called A Strange Thing About the Johnsons. And it is the weirdest fucking movie you will ever see on YouTube. Could you imagine that poor father? He walks in the room, he's trying to be understanding and supportive. And, he brings up taboo, says, I love you, thinking it's a normal thing, like, oh, the kid's probably got a picture of a model or something. Got a porno mag from somewhere, saw something on the computer. No, it's a picture of Dad. It's a picture of Dad. It's 40 minutes long, and there's murder involved. It's got everything. Rape, murder. It's insane. If you get a chance, check it out. Maybe we'll watch it sometime when I'm ready to burn everything to the ground. I'm watching videos. I'm glad you're still keeping on the face in the abyss. I'm glad you're still keeping on in Face of the Abyss. What is your favorite 90s anime? Oh, fuck. I can't answer that right now. I'm still working on my anime list. There are like 1,000 shows I've forgotten to put on there. I mean, somebody just today mentioned, what do you think of Samurai Champloo? And I completely forgot about that, which is one I actually like. So I've got a list of shit to go through from multiple decades before I can give you a solid answer. I've got to remember everything I've seen. From Hong Kong, Shoujo Tsubaki has a live action. We should watch it. No, we shouldn't. Foxman2248. Pre-orders for Halo Reach and ODST are the only reason I went to GameStop. From Disparate Desperado. Went into GameStop a few months ago and casually said, when did you start selling all this other bullshit? He seemed genuinely offended. He made him upset. From EG Productions, pro tip, Funko Pop is the perfect gift for your girlfriend's husband. Well, thank you for that recommendation for this holiday season. Aeronautical Ginger. Jim, I just want to convey on this holiest of streams my unfettered loyalty and deepest appreciations to the Judeo-Christian values for giving us America, Israel, Ben Shapiro, and Jeffrey Epstein. Well, how touching. From Trues, fast food is white supremacist. All those underlying commercials getting me not to touch my wiener and eat chat to fight ZOG. I think that's a coded message for everyone. Sweetest sadist. Cat ladies hide in their house. Dead eggers go out. That's very good. Thank you. Adding that to the distinctions. I'm watching videos. Watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Very good. I have actually seen that. From Phonic Death King. When will stream grow a pair and have rants? I don't think we could show that either. That'd be going even beyond the what's something wrong about the Benjamins or whatever the fuck that was. From My 7 Sen 95, Jim, there's a manga about Pliny the Elder called Plinivis. I get the feeling it might be your type of thing. From Doobie, have you listened to Coast to Coast with Art Bell? Yes, I have heard that before. Jack Smith, once again, I urge you all to accept Jesus Christ. TikTok, time's running out. Merry Christmas. From Morden Loves People walk out with hundreds of dollars of games. Phones would never sell. Read Starving Anonymous. From Ocean Redux. Read a manga called Shut Hell. You'd like it. It's a reverse isekai. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna mark that one down right now because that sounds interesting. From Pharaoh Owen, Shinji was trash and deserved no girlfriend. I absolutely agree. From Matthew Skidmore, what are you doing awake, you crazy spud? And when are you getting married and having kids? Don't make Jade a dead egger. I have children. Be happy. I don't know when we're going to raise a little Happa army, but we'll work on it. From ex-legendary hero, you boys don't understand. I had a guy stare at my cleavage. It was super uncomfortable. So now I won't wear my sexy low-cut crop top. Sex is pigs. From the Komite man, Jennifer Lawrence. Fuck Trump. Harry, come on my face. Joker, hey boss. I had some fat furry chicks awoo and sing to me earlier while I was on break having a smoke. I was stunned by the public display of autism. RRU. How did you pull that off? And did you film it is the important question. From Captain Astacular. Talk all the shit you want about Netflix adaptations, but Castlevania is fucking awesome. Komite man. They literally made women taxis because of this. First woman in space, hack her girlfriend bank account because she slept elsewhere. Damn, the internet is OP as fuck. I'm watching videos. I like the orange background. Please keep the favorite color. From the Josh Sketch Show. Been enjoying the winter break, Jim. I had a radical feminist college professor last semester that was supposed to teach me world literature, but instead went on long rants about Jordan Peterson and his followers. You know, I'd like to bring this up. What is that crazy college that was up in, is it Oregon or Washington? Evergreen? You remember the one that had all the student protests? Now, there's a guy that did a documentary covering that. And in his documentary, he talked about the decline of students enrolling, right? Every year, there were less and less students there. Less new students and less returning students. And when I went to look at reviews for the college, there were multiple comments. And I kid you not, the dates add up perfectly. I'm remembering this because you're bringing up college. For classes that teach people how to commit suicide. So did I solve a mystery? Is this super radical liberal university with a declining student body declining because they're offering classes on how to kill yourself? And there are no students alive to take the classes anymore? It's somewhere on my good friend Mr. Antibully's Twitter timeline. But the dates match up perfectly for when they say they started offering those classes and when the number of students started to mysteriously drop semester after semester. Not the best business model, but I guess they're going to do them. From Lou Raquel, Colbert Report, secret of Silicon Valley CIA's lifelong shutdown. The same day Facebook went live. Siri, Alexa can't hear the keyword without listening all the time. Well, luckily I don't have Siri or Alexa. I'm watching videos. I like the lighter Click Daddy, even though it's bad for you. Well, I'm glad you like it. Mario Kart 13, the second Kooming. Honk honk. Also, you should read The Lazy Dungeon Master light novel. The author trolls the reader. There should be a manga release soon, too. Look out for it. From Emmanuel Linton, where's the furry series on BitChute? Well, the first video's up. The others are coming. From Commissar Hughes, Jack Shop has shown me I've had enough internet. Well, listen. I mean, it's up there. It's a good video. I'm not going to lie. It is a good video. But let's be honest. There was that one art show from the 90s where they had furry art for sale. Like a real fancy public access art show. And they had normal paintings. And then they had a bunch of furries sucking each other's dicks. And they were trying to sell those paintings for $100. And that video's on YouTube too. And I got to rate that one a little bit higher. From Lawrence V, I just woke up. Why is a German going, awoo? Well, it's just what everybody does this early. Rocket Gurney, Rocket Gurney, thanks for streaming at such odd hours of the night. Jim, I'm on Thousands Mile Drive to Canada, and this is keeping me awake. Well, I'm glad it keeps you awake. From Lurkel, but you'd probably like S3 or Season 3 of Attack of Titan, trust me. From Keegan the Great, making explosives for personal use is federally legal. State and local laws may apply to setting them off? Do with this information as you will. Well, I can neither confirm nor deny what this person is super chatting. FBI, if you're listening, please take me off the watch list. I love America and Israel. In fact, I'm going to go donate some money right now to Ben Shapiro. From CJ, Kingdom is a great manga. Epic battles. From 113657, Happy Hanukkah. Shalom, brother. Shalom back at you. A Border Prince Warhammer lore. Before you go full weeb, did you finish Eisenhorn? No, I still have those books. I bought a lot of fucking Warhammer books. And these are like the, what do they call them? There's a term for it. Now I can't remember what the term is. It's the one where they take multiple novels and short stories and put them all together. So it's a lot of fucking reading. From I'm Watching Videos, did you ever find out what happened to Spax, bro? No, I haven't caught up with him. I haven't really paid attention to what he's been up to. From Zion Hunter, his immortal and can't die, could not move for 5 years. Oh, you're talking about the Fire manga. All right, well, yeah, I'll check it out. A Street Lamp, hey Jimbo, have you played Halo on PC yet? If so, what do you think? Yes, I played it, and I've enjoyed it, because I'm a dork and I like Halo. From Mouse Sporadnik, Kiwi Farms, Microsoft deletes Santa Hat from Windows software because a Jewish man claims it's racist. It will not let me post URLs. Well, they were talking about that on G like 2 days ago. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was somebody put in a report, and I think the guy's user profile, he's using a fake name. He changed his name. And I don't know if it's a troll or what the fuck's going on with that, but I remember there were links to a couple of G threads about it. And yes, I don't know, for some reason, there was a stream I did maybe like a year ago where it just, I don't know if YouTube is not letting links get put up properly, or if there's some setting I'm missing, or if they changed it for the COPA shit. I don't know anymore. But a lot of stuff has been moved around. I'll look in to see if it lets me let people post links, which probably is a disastrous idea, but we'll see what happens. From John Reed, I hope you get these shekels from Susan, and thank you for continuing to own the libs so very hard. Tell Danny how big you are. Any chance we get a clip of the Witcher scene with the elf skulls with the congratulations from Evangelion edited in when the white people show up? That's probably beyond my ability. I don't know if I can do layering like that. Now, somebody else might have an ability to do that, and that would be a fantastic edit if you can. And if you can do it, I will totally play it on stream. From Tamil Taggart, it's the sunset years, isn't it? Be joyful. Well, always be joyful. From Adentum, Jim, when are we getting more Spax content? Never. Never, I'm sorry. S. Cybertaz, watch that anime as karmic payback for the things you exposed us to, and maybe turning Montegraph onto Nick Rekieta. Well, actually, he was already on to Nick Rekieta. I can't remember what set him on. I don't know what initially started it. Maybe he's still editing meme pictures. I don't know about that. From Dusty Queef, the shaft of liberty must be continually polished by clenched fists of patriots. Oh God, thank you for letting me do this. You think I'm ashamed to polish? I'm watching videos. Onision is as real as a true capitalist radio ghost fam. You think people would pick up on this, but they don't. From Sean Haruki, highly recommend The Ravages of Time, Three Kingdoms era Chinese war and politics. It's awesome. Art starts out meh, but becomes amazing. God damn, cold's catching up to me. I will take a look. I like the ones that are longer. Like, I don't mind a short story if it's well done, but I want something that's got a lot of length to it. Now, I'm not talking like, if anybody's ever read or Hive, I think it's a Korean one. That's like 270 chapters. But, if you like Earth Defense Force, you'll read it. I read about 190 chapters before even I started getting to the point of being like, it's a bit much. From Lurik L, does Jade love Bakugo, or is she an incel? You know what? I'll ask her and answer the next time I get a chance. From Dread 2, have you seen the movie Four Lions? It's a terrorist comedy. No, I've not. Camille Taggart. Ha ha ha. Onion boy got fired from McDonald's. Onion boy got fired from McDonald's. And finally, no. I'm trying to sleep, you dirty Juice bastard. And I think I'm fairly caught up here. Am I fairly caught up here? Almost. Almost, chat, and then I will get some sleep and prepare for the holidays. Zion Hunter Reed, Dungeon Meshi, it's about cooking monsters. Yeah, I just talked about that earlier, actually. Is it called, or maybe I'm thinking a sec. There's so goddamn many, it's hard to keep track. I've got to keep updating my anime list so I can keep track of the shit I've read, because it bleeds together occasionally. From the UFO answer, Sargon streams all the time. Took personal credit for Britain becoming conservative this election, and he always streams with his yes man Louis Lavaux. Well, I don't know if you can take credit for Britain becoming conservative when you destroyed UKIP. But you know what? Let him. You know what, Sargon? You could take that one. That one's yours, buddy. From my username owns, Coomers say porn addiction isn't real, but can't do no fap for a week. Pop, Phaser Corn Pop, Jade, Digimon is terrible. Watch a real show. What? You're just gonna scream if I tell her that. From Joni Baloney, shout out to Rabbi Eldritchstein. Y'all be gassed last. From ex-legendary hero, the dangerous side of physical punishment of kids. Oh, we're talking about the Johnson thing. Okay. The Common Man, to be honest, hell probably abandoned him. From Shawazum, great teacher Onizuka, best anime ever. I think I've seen some of that. I'll have to check that one too. I'm behind on a lot of this. I mean, I've watched a good amount of anime, and once my memory's jogged well enough, I'll have a decent list. But it's the manga stuff that I'm getting into. And I don't know, it's more enjoyable reading. I get more into it. I don't know. Have you ever read one where you read it and you zone out, and the next thing you know, it's been like 4 hours, and you've gone 50 chapters, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Where did my time go? I got so sucked into it. I got so into it, not even paying attention to anything else. And a massive amount of time has just disappeared. That's how I know I like it. That's how I know it's a form of entertainment I'll enjoy. It used to be like that with video games. But then you get older. You get a little bit older, and the video games lose a little bit of the flavor. You got to find something new. So I'm going to go read my mangas. Buy some body pillows and some Shinji figurines. From Mr. Problematic, come on, Hollywood. Everyone knows black dads don't stick around to raise their kids. Unrealistic. I think this was an independent project. I don't think it was Hollywood funded. A Littlefinger, Gillian, the prequels are utter kino. From Rich, are you surprised your boys, the Black Hebrew Israelites, graduated to terrorism? Listen, I find the Black Israelites probably one of the most entertaining groups around. The same with the Kemet community. Watching those two have their debates is some of the funniest shit. Now, I don't know about this one bad apple, all right, but the Black Hebrew Israelites are charming, nice individuals. If you ever walk by them in the street, they're going to treat you like a gentleman or a lady. You trust me on that. From Schwann's Gruberman, Jim, if you want a brutal manga, look up Shimamawa. It's about Yakuza guys who torture people. It includes a guy getting raped by a black dude in a dress. Oh, well, you've sparked my interest. I don't know how that situation gets set up, but I have to find out now. From Kukbra, name your child Elliot Roger 2, Electric Boogaloo. From Bromance, just an FYI, the whole porn debate started with the GOP congressman wrote to the Attorney General telling him to prosecute porn producers and distributors. Oh, well, there you go. There's your origin story. I'm watching videos for real based orange background for life friendo. From Bo Terrico, any thoughts on the Western animation industry? Not really. I mean, it is what it is. I hate the, what is that shit? Okay, there's a particular style. Oh, it's going to bother me now that I can't think of it. Okay, you know what? Give me a second. I'm going to try to Google the name of it so I say the right thing. 1 second, chat. What is the name of this shit? Is it CalArts? Is that what I'm trying to think of? No. CalArts style, maybe? I don't know. There's some trend in Western animation that I don't like. I don't know the specific name of it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. From Dovakin27, Jim, read Plus Sized Elf. It's a reverse Seki where fantasy girls come to our world and get addicted to junk food because their food is just so bland. From Cold Shoulder, banning porn is the best way to exterminatus the furry fandom from orbit. Also, check out Those Who Hunt Elves. It's a comedy about 3 people brought into a fantasy world and must find elves to return. From Chiselbit to read Hakumai to Mikuchi, fun manga about tiny women. Okay. Jason of the Great Awakening. Wait a minute. Epstein prison cam footage from incident 2 weeks prior is missing now. I'm beginning to suspect he didn't kill himself. Why, it's almost like that fake suicide was actually a murder. From Michael Random. What do you think about Nick Cannon's weird number 3 diss against M, where he talks about black Islam and other shit? Did he make another one? No, he didn't. I saw one that he did that was fucking awful. Has he made more? Well, now I'm gonna have to go watch it. God, that was fucking bad. You know, I like Eminem after that awfully hot coffee pot line. I just can't get that out of my head. But Nick Cannon just blew it out of the water with the shit he's been putting out. Mr. Hats of Memphis, up late on Escape from Tarkov. Been watching you since 2013. Love your shit and gave up political leaning just to laugh at everyone as I see fit now. It is good to enjoy a laugh. Farmaster Flex, if the black Hebrews are the real Hebrews, do they go in the back of the pan? I don't know. That's a question. That's a riddle. It's a Sphinx riddle. From Ecstasy of Thinking, the degeneracy started blossoming with the internet. Time to can it. Also, check out Terror in Resonance from the creators of Cowboy Bebop. Good shit. Merry Christmas, Jimbo. Well, Merry Christmas to you too. And I think we're caught up. Almost. A few more. From Yuri the Honeybee, you should read Real Life. I'll put it on the list. I'm watching videos. Have you listened to Ghost from True Capitalist Radio lately? Not recently, but I am familiar with them. I've heard the show before. From Causality, Jim, how is it you're a complete libertarian when it comes to speech, but oppose sexual freedom? These two positions seem contradictory. Merry Christmas, Jim, and please quit smoking. Your constant self-harm makes baby Jesus cry. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm probably past the point of no return. So smoke 'em if you got 'em. But no, I wouldn't really call myself a libertarian. I like roads. I'd call myself a constitutionalist, which is a fancy bullshit made-up term, so I don't have to talk about politics. And it's not that I'm opposed to sexual freedom. It's just, I think, with sexual liberation, we sure have brought in a shitload of problems, haven't we? I don't know. There's a lot of fucked up stuff out there. But I'm not running for political office, and I sure as shit am not here to tell you how to fix anything, because it's fuck if I know. The best I can give you is pointing at something and telling you, hey, that's pretty fucked up. That's what you can look forward to from me. Hey, look over there. That's pretty fucked up. That's all you should be thinking. That's the most you should expect from me. You know, other basic things you don't need me to tell you. You know, hurting kids, hurting animals. I think most people would agree that was bad. You don't really need me to tell you that that's bad to know it's bad. But you know, I just like to point at things and say, hey, that's fucked up. Or, hey, that's funny. That's about the most. I mean, this kind of comes down to the Sargon thing. He wanted to get all serious about politics. The last person that should be getting serious about politics. From Mike Downey, link your mall, fag. Well, it's... I'll tell you what it is. So forceful. My anime list is just Mr. Metokur. Yeah, you literally could just search my anime list, Mr. Metokur, and you should be able to find it, but I'll try to throw up a link somewhere. It'll be like a little game. Can you find it? From Sean Haruki, Ravages of Time is lengthy but great. Hyperviolence and battles and ancient Chinese politics. Literally, hyperviolence Dynasty Warriors. Well, you fucking sold me on it then. I love Dynasty Warriors. From Schwazoom, did you get around to looking at the new Brigandi? No, I haven't. But somebody else had brought this up. Maybe it was you. But I love fucking Brigandi. It was one of my favorite PS1 games. From Justin Watkins, this is Apology Super Chat Jim. I unsubscribed when Susan took you down a while back. I thought it was the end. Glad you're back. From Tijuana Tom, Jim, you need to watch the live-action version of Prison Battleship. Tubster, read Futari Ecchi, Slice of Life with Premature Ejaculation. Well, isn't that just a slice of life, all right? I'm watching videos. So last Super Chat, Merry Christmas. Love you. Never catch you alive except for now. First time ever. So this is just an Xmas money. Good friend for past 8 years. Well, Merry Christmas to you as well. I think we're finally caught up with the Super Chat. What song are we ending on? Chat, you don't need to super chat it. You can just recommend something. Should it be a Merry Christmas song? It should fit the season, shouldn't it? We should have a holiday song to end. What holiday song? Can I find an awful dubstep remix of a classic holiday song to make you all hate me? Is it possible? Let's see if we can do it. Oh, that would be just terrible. Why would I do that? But I'm going to do it. I think these are cursed words, and if I enter them in, it opens a gate to hell. Oh, we're going to listen to a trap remix of I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. Maybe it's good. Maybe. Who knows? We'll find out, won't we? Oh, I'm sorry. There are a few others. Tell Danny how big you are. Sub or dub, Jimbo? I like sub. I sometimes if you watch a dub first, you can't get, it's stuck on you. But I prefer sub. From Autism Speaks, Onision's Discord rules remind me of Reddit. Both public and private chats remind me of 9gag. And finally, from Chiselbit2, for people about the tiny part, they're 2 inches tall, not lollies. Don't be weird. Oh, I see they're literal little pixies. I gotcha. All right, chat. Well, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a grand old Kwanzaa, and if there are any other holidays I've forgotten, I don't know. Enjoy your New Year. Have a good time with your family and friends. I hope the season treats you well. I hope the week treats you well. This is probably going to be the last early morning stream because I have holiday plans of my own to prepare for, except for the Lonely Fuck Christmas thing that I'm doing. I'll put up a link to that on Christmas Day itself. Aside from that, enjoy the holidays. What should we end on? Oh, that's right. We're going to end on a trap remix of I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. Oh, I hope you all hate it. I hope it's terrible. All right, here we go.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those streets are.
Dünyada tarih yazıyor Allah'ın asılanları severek kabullenir.
Hier, seht ihr mein schöne Harem.
Uçakların üstündedir.
Hier haben wir noch mehr Animo-Figuren.
Uçaklara hak bize yeter.